Ow. Okay, get up there. Doing a little bit better this time. Time is it? It's 7:10. Okay, I gotta take a nap after this run for sure. Because I'm supposed to be up at 12 to go record. Oh. Yeah, you're really cool spawning in randomly. You want to go away now? What do I do to get up here? Oh, he's gonna hit me. Yep. Nice. Go away. Please stop spawning. Please stop spawning. Oh my god. No. Ugh. No! Ah, that wasn't diagonal. Man. Ah, and she didn't grab the ledge. God damn it. Okay, go over here. Oh. I just said I'm gonna go to sleep once I'm done with this. I'm not just gonna go to sleep all of a sudden. Not to mention I haven't read donations yet. Get him. Nope. Nope. No. 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 Come on. No more eels. I'm guessing I'm just gonna have to head over here. I am getting sick, I can feel my nose be all stuffy. Man. Whatever. Actually wondering how I'm supposed to really do this one. This probably is not the way to be doing it. Okay, it bumped me. Cool. It extended past that whole area. Oh well. Up. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm dead. Sure, let's just burn all my lives on one level that I already got to the end to. At least that doesn't crush your little hands. Just go through the normal exit. Stop trying to go for something you can't even do. I'm pretty sure I grabbed him, but alright. Got him. Here it is, the baby exit. For big stupid babies. Oh, it's just a 1-up! I thought there was an exit over there. It's just a 1-up. It's not even worth it. Man. Okay. Let's waste another life on nothing. Come to me. Thank you. Nope. Yeah. Okay, let's try that again. Ugh. Come on, no. Quit spawning eels. Just set up a difficult level. Quit relying on that. Oh my god. Oh, she didn't even grab it. Yeah, come here. This game seems terrible. Absolutely not. You should be able to recognize that it has a really cool swinging system going. As much as I hate the randomly spawning enemies, that's like the only decision with this game I really loathe. I just tried to spawn an enemy on a surface I couldn't even do. The HUD isn't even a big deal. I don't even notice it while playing it. It's weird, but it's honestly not even a problem. Okay. Oh no, it's this one. I hate this one. Keeps spawning enemies. god. No! Oh my god, that was close. I am too used to flexible hitboxes in games when things are not mapped to the entire size of the sprite. So I keep thinking the area where they're walking on the platforms is where their hitbox is, when it's not true. They can go over that area. They can nudge you and kill you. Okay. Gotta get up here because, oh, that's unfortunate. That just spawned that down there. Oh, they shit out things. Cool. Didn't even know that. Boy, oh boy. What about Sayonara, Umihara? Because I don't really like it too much. I think this and the PS1 Umihara games are both really good. Alright, what's the catch here? I am scared to... oh. Of course, right when I had it. Okay, the catch here is that enemies suck. And I hate them. Okay. All because I didn't do a diagonal. Boy, oh boy. But yeah, ledges like this are hard to actually grapple over because of how the physics work. That's the catch to this one. And snail means I have to wait for him to actually go away completely because snails don't disappear and I'm dead. Game over. Cool. Neato. Well, that's what I get for trying to stream off of no sleep. Sorry everybody. This is a really bad stream. But I had to try to work one in today. So let's read some donations. I'm gonna try to take a nap before we go to record. Play Ape Escape. It's not that easy. We don't just randomly pick up a game. I'd like to play it. Alright, let's read some donations. What we got? How many did we even get? Oh, wow. A pretty good amount. Holy cow. How long have I been streaming? 3 hours. That was too much. It was meant to be a 2-hour stream. I mean, we can probably get our hands on a copy of Ape Escape. That's not the problem. The problem is that, one, I'm not sure if everybody wants to play it. It's typically what the issue is if everyone wants to actually play it or not. Then the other problem is, are people going to actually want to watch it? For example, I'd really like to play God Hand, but I not only do the others not really want to do it, no one's probably going to want to watch it, so it's probably not a good choice. Anyways, let's read some donations. Thank you, DJ Max Flaccid, for $5 with the message, hell yeah. Thank you, Fucked Up Canadian, for $10. They said, why do you have to stream so early? I'm broke. That's all I have, sorry. Love what you're doing. Can't wait for the game releases. Keep going. Thank you. I stream early because usually I'm busy all day and I have a hard time figuring out a good time to actually stream, so it just ends up being super early in the morning. Let's Play viewers will watch anything as long as you... That's not true at all. Look at the Jumping Flash series. That's not true. If we pick something completely random, it's not necessarily gonna go over too well. We play Crash. I've probably answered this, I'd say like 100 times now, but I'll answer it again. Yeah, yes, we are going to play the Insane Trilogy. We were trying to beat the first 3 Crash games so we could play it. Jumping Flash was great. Well, Jumping Flash also has some of the least views that any of the series have ever gotten, so... I mean, that's not how it works either. It's not a thing where it's like, oh, just do 2 episodes to see if people like it or not, and continue it if they do like it. You can't do that because you do a session. You record in a session, so you usually get like an hour or 2 hours of something recorded, which is more than one video. So if you did something like that, if you recorded 2 hours of it and only posted 1 or 2 videos of it, and it didn't do well, it means you wasted essentially a day doing a recording session like that for nothing. How about Snake Tetris for Super Nintendo? What's that actually called? I forget what that game's called. I remember I wanted to get that game as a kid just because I thought the box art looked cool, and the game itself is not so great. Wild Snake, yeah, that's it. What about Hatris? Hatris is so stupid. Thank you, Lop Lop Lop, for $10 and said, hey man, what's your view on Rayman 3? Is funny joke. I liked Rayman 3 from the little bit I played. I would be up for playing it on Only Plays, but once again, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, I don't know if anyone's gonna watch it or not. Also, please, if you ask something in the chat and I don't respond to it, don't flood the chat asking it like 50 times, because it makes it look like desperation and it gets picked up on, especially over something like that. I'll answer it when it gets to this point, but I don't typically catch too much in the chat while I'm playing games. For example, that any plans to try out Turok? That got asked repeatedly. I've said before in streams, I like Turok. The PC version of it's actually very much playable. It was a pretty fun game. Turok 2 multiplayer online was a lot of fun. I thought you guys protected Wild Woody to be as successful as it was. I think Wild Woody is the right kind of game that it could be successful because no one's heard of it. It is a mess to look at in terms of the cinematics. And the length that that game is broken is amusing. So I don't think it was a complete mystery. I remember Chris didn't think that one was going to be worth playing at all, or that no one was going to watch it. We are going to revisit Wild Woody. Someone made like a graphic on the subreddit I saw of like games that were going to be continuing and everything. And they said like a lot of games are discontinued that aren't discontinued. And some were mentioned there as if like, because they said with some games like, oh, they have finished this game, they've beaten it, so they are done with it officially, as opposed to like canceling it. And then they have Mario Artist in the like, it's not canceled. What they have it categorized? They acted like it's not over yet for Mario Artist, and that we're not picking it back up either. Like, it's just been, maybe it was canceled. I don't remember how they phrased it, but like, Mario Artist doesn't have an ending. Games like that don't have endings, so I think that's unfair to categorize that way. It's a game that has unlimited potential. It's like if you did that with Mario Maker, like, oh, they didn't beat Mario Maker yet. Mario Maker doesn't have an ending. Like, Mario Maker is a thing. You play created content. The ending to it is when you make an ending for it, when you stop doing it. So there's plenty of games listed like that. Did anyone send you mice yet? Oh, I wasn't expecting people to send us mice. I ordered one mouse on my own, so we have 2 Nintendo 64 mice. And I feel like a moron. There was another one for sale. It was for $100 though, so I did not want to jump at that because it's like, wow, that's ridiculous. The other Nintendo 64 mice I bought were like $30 each. I don't want to spend $100 on one, so I ignored that one. And what a bad idea. I have not seen another Nintendo 64 mouse go up for sale anymore. I have not been finding them anywhere. Unless I want to throw down like $500 to get one, I have not found them anywhere. And because we did Mario Artist, I'm paranoid now that prices are going to start increasing like crazy. So did you think The Simpsons hit and run would be as big as it was? It wasn't a hit. People hated it on the first week. That's a weird one to me, is that people really hated that one when it first got posted. It had tons and tons of dislikes out the door. Because I remember people were even saying like, oh, people don't hate it. Yeah, whatever, it's got 20% dislikes, but that's significant. That is significant when you have a lot of people who like the videos regardless of what they are. When you have that many people coming in and disliking it, that is somewhat significant. The first few days it was getting a lot of dislikes. It was almost half and half for a little while, but yeah, I guess people ended up really enjoying it after that point. Do Game Grumps pay out proportionally for guests on Grumpcade? Why would they pay for guests on Grumpcade? You're coming out to do it as a thing for fun. It's not a thing you get paid for. Yeah, it does almost have 2 million views. I was surprised by that. It's moved up there pretty high. I'm still sad that the animated video that was being done for it just never got posted. Why is your score? Oh, okay. I was wondering why I said his score was at 8,000 points, and I realized it's because what the high score is. No, it got finished, it just never got posted. Thank you Super Pony Honey for $2.99. Thank you Zaylor for $20. And they said, good boy. Thank you Trimbor for $2 saying, turn up the donation volume, I can't hear it. And it's pretty funny. Keep up the good work and send my regards to the faggot. Very cool. Love from Serbia. It's like you're one of the guys. If I leave a comment on the video and say, you stupid fucking idiots need to play this, or I phrase something like that, it's funny because it's like I'm one of the guys. The sort of thing works when it's actual close friends doing it. And it's when it's coming from the outside, it just comes off as very forced and annoying. So you don't get to call him the faggot. You have to earn that. You have to earn that right. And I called Chris a monkey boy. Yeah, go ahead. I don't care on that one. God, I hope I can get a good nap in. What time is it? 7:30. Oh no, that means I'm only gonna get 3 hours of sleep. That's not good. Am I gonna just stay up? I might just have to stay up. 3 hours of sleep is not gonna be good. And no, 3 hours greater than none is not true. I took a nap for 3 hours before we did ukulele, and it was a mistake because it put me so out of it. Three hours of sleep is not good. I might just have to stay up. Oh well. Just keep reading the donations. Pippers donated 30... No, 50. Oh my god, Pippers. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Pippers. $50. Hey, keep up the awesome, entertaining streams. They're always really interesting and relaxing to listen to, so hopefully this money will help you and the guys towards getting a better setup. Thank you, Pippers. Holy cow, $50. What are you recording today? Something very important, so I don't want to be exhausted for it. don't know what to do. I actually don't know what to do now. If I take a nap for only a few hours, I know I'm going to be really, really out of it when we're recording. If I stay up, I know I'm not going to be funny at all. I'm not funny anyways, but like I'm going to be even less funny. I'm not going to even be able to talk. I was terrible during ukulele. I don't want a repeat of that. Thank you, Rookie Balboa, for $5 saying, sorry I can't do more, saving up for a Switch. That's fine. Thank you, Rookie Balboa. Ask donated $1.32. Said couldn't stand the 68 cents. Thank you. And Trimbor donated another $2 and said noted. Okay, well that's all the donations. If anyone can find 64 disk drive mice and they could mail them to the P.O. box, like that would actually be very helpful. We would appreciate that, because I've been having a really hard time finding any more. We have 2. We need a... If we're going to do another video on it, we need at least 1 more. But if we want to... if we want to turn Mario Artist into a common thing, that we have other friends come in for it, so we do the 4-player experience, then we'd need 2 more mice. Use 4 at once. Yes, you can. You can. Yeah, I exactly. That's what I was talking about. There's a few on eBay, but it's mixed together with all the disk drive stuff, so it goes for a ton of money. I should have just bought a bunch of them before the video went up. I knew this was a bad idea, because I love the disk drive. I love everything about it. I think it's really cool. I think it's a cool piece of history and everything. And it's already absurdly priced for something that flopped in Japan anyways. It's not like it's sought after. No one talks about the thing. People barely know it exists to begin with. But I forgot that if we do a video on something, it means the prices are gonna skyrocket. Is there really a mouse for $214? Because that's insulting that they would do that. They're not worth that much. Yes, I'm pretty sure they're not too difficult to come by in Japan. How much did you guys pay for the disk drive? Everything that we ended up purchasing for it, I think, was about It's a 300 total. There's some people who also seem to misunderstand what it is, because I remember reading someone say like, I hope they play they use the capture device cartridge, and I hope they play that. The cartridges for the disk drive are not exactly games. Like if you play Mario Artist, the cartridge slot in the N64, you can just put things into it while playing it. You're not playing the capture cartridge. You're putting it in while you use Mario Artist to take advantage of it. So the cartridge slot's being used as if it's an extension slot. That's all it is. It's not a game. The capture device isn't a game. It's a thing that you use with Mario Artist. Is the disc drive worth getting? If you could find it at a reasonable price, it's pretty fun and interesting. F-Zero expansion kit is actually pretty amazing. I love it a lot. Mario Artist is a lot of fun with a group of people. But they go for insane prices, so it might not be worth it. They used to be a lot cheaper. I remember I was in high school looking it up, and you could get one with a whole bunch of games and everything for only $300. I remember not getting that when I was in high school because I was like, oh, no, that's too expensive. And now it goes for like $1,000. It's too bad we did a video on it. We should have just held off a few years so the price could drop more. Because the Game Boy Light I really like a lot. I really like the Game Boy Light. I've always loved it. I was aware of it since grade school because I knew someone who had one. And I remember I ended up getting an Astro Boy one pretty cheap from someone. I think I spent like only $100 on it. At the time, the Astro Boy Game Boy Light was online for sale for like $500, $600, $700. So it was like, wow, this is something rare now. But because it's the used game market, even though something is valued like that, because it's like, wow, this is hard to come by, when nobody wants it, nobody's even aware of it, it starts going down in price. So now that thing isn't even worth that much anymore. Game Boy Lights really dropped in price because of that. People aren't even aware of them. People don't really care about them. They weren't uncommon anyways. The Game Boy Light was pretty common in Japan. We're actually going to be using the Game Boy Light because we're going to be doing a Game Boy camera series at one point, and we're going to go out and be filming. So to have a properly lit Game Boy, we're going to be using the Game Boy Light for it. The Game Boy Light only came out in Japan. Only Japan got it. I don't know why we never got the Game Boy Light. Let's see. Jackscape donated $1 and said go to bed. That might be the best decision right now. I guess I should... Maybe instead of 3 hours, I'll do like an hour and a half or something. Maybe that would be better. Because 3 hours will not be good. 3 hours is what I did last time, and it was a huge mistake. Thank you everybody who tuned into the stream. It was really bad. It was a very bad stream, I'm sorry. We're not, that's not the situation. It's not record if you feel like it. We're recording no matter what. So, hopefully I'll be okay. Yes, I sleep longer than most people do. I sleep for very long amounts of time. I remember Julian's old roommate. Oh my god, he was a dick about things. I remember we were at the store, and I said like, you know, chip bags are only like halfway full, and he got really mad about them. And said, no, they fucking aren't. And he got all pissy about it, telling me how I'm a retard for saying that. But it's like, they are. Are you stupid? That's always been a thing for a while. Because he grabbed a really big bag of chips, thinking that it was more value, as if the whole bag was filled to the top, which it isn't. And he got really mad about that. And I remember him saying I was a retard because he said, you know, if you stay up for 24 hours, you don't have to sleep more. If you'll sleep for 9 hours and feel just as awake as ever. It's not the case. Whenever I've stayed up for 24 hours, I usually need to sleep for like 12 hours as opposed to 8 to 9 hours. And when I stayed up for, oh my god, how long was I awake for Sonic Adventure? That wasn't 2 straight days, was it? I don't actually remember how long I was up for Sonic Adventure now. Was it 2 straight days? Or was it just a day? I think it was 20 hours or something. But after that, I did sleep for almost an entire day. Because that's what happens. That's what ends up happening, is that if I stay up for a long amount of time, I usually sleep a very long amount of time. It's never been that way where it's like, no, I can just sleep for 8 hours and I feel perfectly fine. In fact, that happened a few days ago. I was up for 24 hours. I slept for like 8 hours. I woke up, still felt exhausted, ended up passing out like 6 hours later, and ended up sleeping for like 12 hours. I don't believe that for a second. I'm sure people have said that at some point, like, oh yeah, no, scientifically it's been proven. Great. Well, I think your body still gets exhausted enough that you want to sleep for that long. Maybe you can still function off of that little sleep, but I don't believe it. If you have been awake for 24 hours, you probably do want to sleep for a longer amount of time. But I remember that was a thing they tried to fight with me about. Maybe I just feel more tired than I am because 1, the air conditioning's off. 2, I've been sitting in a dark room with a bright TV in front of me. I think I woke up at 7 yesterday. I didn't wake up at 7, did I? No, I woke up at like... Oh no. I probably woke up at like 2 yesterday. Ugh. Oh, they're gonna be doing construction too. They're gonna start hammering and wake me up. Alright, I'm gonna wrap up, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. The stream sucked. I'm not saving it. It was a bad one. But thanks everybody for watching. I'm gonna try to take a short nap. How exhausted were you after 9 in the Woods stream? The entire stream, I just wanted to close the game. I never want to experience something like that again.